Hey blockheads, this is DJ AK from NK Airplay Radio, and if you love what the My So-Called Whatever podcast crew is doing, check us out too. NK Airplay is an online radio station playing all your favorite hits from the 80s and 90s, especially the ones from those boys in the band, New Kids on the Block. Listen to artists like Boyz II Men, Debbie Gibson, Tiffany, boy bands, girl bands, and many more. We play artists that are associated with or who inspired the New Kids on the Block, plus some of the artists that inspired us while we were growing up. Check us out on social media at NK Airplay Radio. And download the Live 365 app for your iPhone or Android phone and listen today.
Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, cry, and hug, friendship solid gold. My so-called whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows, NKOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom. And if you don't know, now you know. My so-called whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey there, hi there, hello there.
Oh, hey. We have some ambient noise tonight because we're
Yeah,
recording kind of early.
Early for us.
Right.
Like it's not going to be dark out.
No, and won't be mosquito-y either.
Which is
Check.
Which
mark.
is muy bueno.
Yeah. Muy bueno. Muy bueno.
I didn't know that you were multilingual.
Did somebody just look through
No,
the
I
thing?
was just looking over it into the yonder.
Oh, okay. I was like, are you looking at somebody?
A ghost.
Oh, that's scary.
Your ghost host.
Oh, hey.
Haunted Mansion fans, you know what I'm talking about.
So we celebrated another anniversary this year.
A milestone,
yeah,
if you will.
A milestone, yes. We celebrated the time that Donnie Wahlberg tweeted,
Posted
Instagrammed,
us all over.
Yes, it was amazing. I'll never forget that day. I was like, what is
I will
happening?
never, ever forget
And then
it.
New Kids on the Block did. And it was like, what is happening?
It's like, what is going on right now? I guess we don't want to throw in the towel.
No.
And we've talked about it.
Right.
Every year we talk about it.
Right.
But that morning, I remember you were home.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Old Orchard.
Brent and Brody were in the living room with me.
I was sitting on the bed in the bedroom that I always stayed in upstairs. And we were talking about our first review.
We were.
On iTunes. It was not great.
Not a great review.
She did not appreciate the paper shuffling.
Right.
So whenever we say, paper shuffling, we're kind of joking about it.
That's what we're joking because it hit me hard.
Yeah, we were like, why? Are we not doing a good job?
Here's the thing. If it was our second or third or fourth,
Right.
I still would have been, I'm going to be honest with you, I still would have been peeved
Nobody
about
wants
it.
a 2-star review.
No.
But
it was our very first one.
Right. So we were I felt like it was setting the stage. So if somebody were to look us up, we would have 2 stars.
Right. Exactly.
And it's that stinks.
Right.
We don't even have, it's we didn't get a shot.
Exactly. And so I know we never intended on multiple. We kind of did it kind of for us.
Right.
We never intended on you guys listening.
No, it was for us. And if we got a few listeners
Yeah.
here or there,
Right.
Fine, cool, whatever.
Right.
It was kind of like a documentation.
Right.
Of our fandom and memories.
Right. We could look back on it and be like,
Yeah.
oh,
we did that.
yeah.
And this is what we talked about. And it will, it's just kind of cool. But then
Later
later on that day,
right. My phone shut off.
it was crazy.
I'll never forget it. My phone was going and then it shut off. It turned
It was
off.
this is too much. Bye, girl.
And I was like, what is happening? And I'm freaking out. What is happening? Because I was getting all these.
And you were texting me.
After it came up.
Yes. Like, my phone was
I was
going
shaking.
crazy.
I was shaking.
I was walking downtown, and I was trying to keep my eye on my daughter, who at the time was like 5. And I was trying to make sure she didn't cross driveways because cars back out fast.
Right.
So I was like eagle eye, but my phone kept going off, and I had it in my hand, but like it was bright. I couldn't see it. And then I finally stopped at a corner, and I looked, and I was like, what is going on? Like, I didn't understand what was going on. And we got to the restaurant we were walking to, and I just remember looking at it, and like, I didn't know what to do.
Insane.
I mean, what do you do?
Right.
You just take it all in.
You do. And that's what we did.
And like, we found so many of you guys, or you guys found us.
Right.
I should rephrase.
Right.
You found us that way.
Right.
Which was really cool.
There's so many of our like lifelong friends that found us. Like, tons of people found us.
It's so cool.
It's insane. Like, it is.
It makes me happy.
It does.
Donnie Wahlberg, you did that.
You did.
You did that. We are all Donnie girls.
Joe lit the fire. Donnie kept it burning.
Yes. And continues to do so.
He does, yes.
And so did Joe.
Oh, for sure.
And Jordan will next.
yes.
Yeah, let's keep that fire burning.
Baby, I believe in you.
And every little thing you do.
Yeah. So, should we... Ew, what's happening?
That car just moved. Like, I think they're trying to change the tire. This is Nikki's like neighbor people. I think they were trying to change the tire, and then all of a sudden it just like dropped to the ground, the whole car. It looked like it was on hydraulics. Like you know, like Dr. Dre. In 1993. 1993.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dog.
And Dr. Dre is at the dough. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
hey
guys.
Intro.
Hey guys. Yeah, we're going to intro.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about our episode.
Yes, we will.
This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is my so-called whatever.
Hey.
Welcome, not to the block party.
Right, guess what?
Psych.
We're doing another 80s, 90s episode.
Back to back.
Back to back.
It's our summer memories.
Yes.
Part 2.
Part 2.
If you haven't listened to part 1 yet, go back and listen and come back to us. Or you could listen to this and then go back.
Brooke told... You have a story to tell.
I do. What was it, though?
Oh, no. I knew this would happen.
I don't remember.
Oh, no.
Oh, I remember.
Okay, good.
We're going to save it for later.
Okay, don't forget it.
No, I won't. I will never forget it.
Okay.
Like, it just takes one quick moment of memory. I'll never forget it.
Okay.
And I will tell it deeper into the episode.
Okay.
This is not the first thing that people want to hear.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
If you remember last week when we did this, we were going over the comments that you guys left.
Right. And we have more.
And we have more to read.
Yeah, so we're going to do that.
And we're going to do that. And we're going to offer up our insights and maybe some of our own memories.
Yes.
So I'm going to start.
Okay.
With Stephanie posted. Let's see. We pitched a 2-room tent in my backyard in 1998. And my friend Megan and I literally slept in it every night until we went back to school. So fun.
So fun.
We talked about our tent stories
Yes.
on the last episode.
Yes.
And there was something about...
Did I ever tell you
tent.
about my uncle getting sprayed by the skunk and he had to go sleep in the tent? And I was supposed to have a sleepover, but I couldn't because he had to sleep in the tent because he smelled like skunk.
That's nice. That is nice.
Like, I feel
Was it
like
Sankey?
Yes, I feel like he had a few
course.
too many and he grabbed the skunk.
Like, hi, kitty.
Yes.
What a pretty kitty.
And it just sprayed him.
I don't blame it
And
if that's what happened.
Nan was so mad at him. She's like, "You're sleeping in the tent," and she made him sleep in the tent. And I was supposed to have a sleepover, and
That's a bummer.
then we had to air it out because it smelled like skunk.
Of course it did. Gross.
So
She should have just bathed him in tomato sauce or tomato juice.
I think it was only like a couple nights, like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean.
But still, it was a downer for you.
Right. It was a downer for sure. For sure.
Sleeping in tents when you were a kid or like a teenager always kind of felt like you had your own house for the night.
Yes.
It was like total freedom.
All you were missing was a microwave.
Right, but like you could have your snacks.
Yeah.
Like, we would have like a bag of snacks.
Yeah, we'd have like popcorn and we'd get all kinds of stuff. I can't remember where we would
having
go.
like chips and cookies and like just junk.
Little Debbie snacks. If you were at my house, Twizzlers.
You would have Twizzlers.
I love you guys. I can't eat them anymore because they like give me acid reflux.
Really?
Yeah, but I love Twizzlers.
I don't really like Twizzlers. I'm a chocolate person, so like I would have M&Ms.
Yes. By the way, I'm looking for the other post because I think there's more on that.
Oh, nice.
The one, like the post for that we like said
for the episode.
Yeah.
Yep. So then I'm going to read the next one.
Okay.
While you look for that.
Okay.
This is from Becky.
Okay.
Chris Kirkpatrick Becky.
Hey,
you know
Becky.
The one.
Becky, thank you for our glasses.
Thanks. All right. She wrote, I grew up on a ranch, so summer meant horseback camp, helping mom in the garden, slip and slide, pool, visiting grandparents on the farm in Wyoming, driving the combine.
Oh.
What is that? Is it like some sort of farm equipment?
Yeah. I think it's like a hair.
Oh, no. I don't like those.
Oh, no. Paper Moon. Not Paper Moon, but Man in the Moon.
Yes. I don't like those. I immediately.
Is it like a tractor? A combine?
I don't know.
I don't really know what it is.
Maybe it's a toy.
Maybe.
I don't know. Becky,
I don't know.
Enlighten us. Going to the lake with my cousins and then dance camp and competitions. You had some busy summers.
Yeah.
But they were full of fun.
Yeah, no kidding. You did have some busy summers. Yeah.
So, horseback camp. I was always afraid of horses.
Same.
I'm still afraid of horses, if I'm being honest.
Same.
Because they're really big creatures.
And, like, they can kill you.
Right. I mean...
if we're going to be honest here.
Just being honest. But they do. They frighten me a little bit. Because I always think I liked the idea of riding a horse, but I was just too scared to do it.
So Bryn was really into horses for a very long time. And she rode, and then she got put on a horse that she didn't want to be put on.
Oh, no.
And he bucked her off. And that was it. That's the last time she ever rode a horse.
She's like, you know what? Bye.
Nope. She said she won't ride anymore. I mean, she was like, she was
competed.
Into it.
I remember she was like into it.
She did. It was English. She wrote English, and she competed in a little thing, and it was like being on Dance Moms.
Oh, wow! They're like horse moms.
Yeah, they were like yelling at her.
Really?
Yeah. She went outside the line. She went outside the line.
There is like,
excuse me, Karen.
That's okay. So I was just gonna say, I'm not like a huge fan of Karen culture.
Yeah.
Because I think that, like, just the first of all, I know some Karens that are very lovely people.
That is true.
And second of all, I feel like just because a woman, like, sees something that's not right and she speaks up for herself doesn't mean that she's just a Karen, you know?
Right. Exactly.
That being said, there is a section of society that acts a certain way.
Yes.
And
I don't mean anything, you guys, by saying Dance Moms. I shouldn't have said that. I meant like the show Dance Moms. Like,
yes, but that's the thing. Like, it can be moms of any kind.
Right.
They can be soccer moms, dance moms, basketball moms.
Oh, I've ran into all of them.
Cheer moms.
All of them.
They can be, right. There are even dads. Mm-hmm. It's just, that. So that bugs me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That really does. I don't like that. And
it made me really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And because I'd never experienced that before.
Yep.
Not even when I was a kid. Like, parents didn't do well. I had one friend whose mom would always like talk to the coach. And our coach would be like, if your parents are here, like, I do not want your parents to meet me here. Like, we're not going to talk about anything. Like, and like a child has control over that.
No,
they don't if they have parents like that. My parents didn't give a shit, so.
But that's the thing. Anyway, yeah. So that, especially around horses, I'm terrified of horses anyway.
Yeah.
I would not like that environment.
No. And I was nervous, like they were going to charge me. Like, oh, there's a spider. Little Miss Muffet.
Oh my God. That one's really close to me.
It's going back up.
That car keeps hydraulicing.
Oh God. I'll let you know if it comes. I've got my eye on it, and I will let you know if it comes near you. Okay.
Okay. So anyway, that to me sounds terrifying. But I think that horseback camp was probably different back then.
Yeah, Bryn went to horse camp, and it was very nice.
Oh, good.
She got
so
to
it wasn't like the competition.
She like painted the horse, like with face paint.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
The horse she had before was really her match,
Mm-hmm.
and we really should have tried to see if we could buy him, but because she loved him.
Yeah.
Oh, what was his name? I can't remember now, but he was a white horse.
Aww.
And he was the nicest. He knew I was scared, and he put his little head right on my shoulder.
Okay, that's cute.
And I was like, that I wasn't scared, but the other one I was scared of.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't let Bryn know that because. Yeah.
Well, right, because that, you know.
But yeah, they got to dress him up. They got to do bows. Like, we made bows at home to like put its tail.
Cute. That's cute.
It was awesome.
So thanks, Becky, for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
The next one we have is from Jessica.
Okay.
She wrote, "My summers were walking to the swimming pool, eating ice cream sandwiches after swimming."
Oh, I miss ice cream sandwiches.
So my parents always have ice cream sandwiches.
My parents too.
Always. And the kids, when we have dinner there, they'll have an ice cream sandwich after dinner.
Yeah.
And sometimes I partake as well. They are delicious.
And they're not that many calories.
No, they're not. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
We always have Hood. They always have Hood
That's
ice cream
my
sandwiches.
my mom and dad.
It's the
same,
best.
Same.
It's the best.
But now my mom's upgraded.
To what?
Drumsticks. She's got drumsticks in the freezer.
I have drumsticks in my freezer almost always.
Oh man,
They're
I love those
so
drumsticks.
good.
Yes.
I like the ones with the caramel
I
core.
was just gonna say that. You took the words out of my mouth.
Those caramel ones, man.
Oh man,
They got it.
they got it going on.
They figured out that recipe
yeah,
and they nailed
they
it.
perfected
They
it.
really did. It's so good.
100%.
And those are not that bad for calories either.
They're not.
They're like 210 or 220 depending on the
Excuse
flavor.
me?
Which that's not bad.
It's not near you.
Okay.
It's just I'm trying to figure out what it's doing.
Oh my god, this spider, you
It's
guys.
making like a huge web, like a huge one.
Yeah. Jessica went on to write, getting a really bad sunburn that caused water blisters.
Oh.
My husband still has scars on his back from a really bad sunburn when he was a kid.
Oh, Kevin got a really bad one too. It made him so sick,
Yeah.
like throwing up.
Pete said that his skin was like all bubbly.
Oh,
This was when
God.
he was like 9. But he has scars like all over his like top of his shoulders and like
my
across his shoulder
God.
blades from it. Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
bad.
God.
Going to girls' camp for a week, then going to the fair after getting back. I love the fair. Playing hide and seek in the dark with my brothers. I remember one summer my grandfather had someone come fix our roof. I got a big crush on the guy.
Oh.
He was 2 years older than me. I was 18 and I would go sit with him on his lunch. We would talk about everything. We'd laugh and enjoy each other's company. I didn't find out until after I got with my oldest kid's dad. That guy had a crush on me too.
Oh.
I got a letter from him saying that he shouldn't have waited so long to ask me out. He was 6 foot tall with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Oh.
Sounds like a dreamboat.
Sounds like a dreamboat indeed.
He was so gorgeous to me. I sometimes wonder what it would have been like if I had waited for him to ask me out. Oh, he liked NQOTB too.
Excuse me?
He was a winner.
What?
Have you looked him up on Facebook?
Yes.
I'm just curious.
Yes. Have you found him?
Like, have you
Are
creeped on
you
his page?
single now? Because he might be single.
Well, so she wrote. What did she write? After I got with my oldest kid's dad. So she sounds like she's not with him anymore.
Right.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe she has a very happy marriage.
Right. we're just speculating at this point.
I always like these stories of like long lost love.
I know, like Nan and Tom.
Yes, Nan and Tom.
Have I ever told that story?
I don't know. I feel like we have.
I'll just real quick.
But yes.
So my grandmother was dating this guy named Tom, and he went off to war, and she ended up dating somebody else and going with somebody
She
else
moved on.
and having kids, and he came home and realized she had moved on, and so he got married, and Nan got married, and for years and years and years, and then my grandfather died. And about 5 years after he passed, It was like 5 years to the, like, almost, it was like in the summer.
Yep.
He sent her a bouquet of flowers because he was divorced. And they became like best friends. Like, he wanted more. Nan would forever love my grandfather.
Right.
Like, that was her soulmate.
Right.
But he like wanted to get married, and
it was nice that they had the companionship.
He was in love with her, and they would go dancing, and
I remember them dancing at my wedding.
oh, that was so nice.
I have hanging on my wall in my hallway the picture with like the big mat that everybody signed at my wedding reception. Like that was when that was popular, and I see where they signed it.
Oh,
and it's so sweet.
I miss them both.
It's really, really sweet.
Bryn used to call him Tom Cracker, and I think
I remember
because he would always give Brody crackers because Brody was nervous around him. Brody was just a little, like, one.
He was a baby. Like, he was
So, I don't know if he must have been giving Bryn crackers, not Brody, because Brody was too young for crackers. I think. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Anyway, what year did you get married? You got married in 2009, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Brody was 2. So he would have been old enough for crackers.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And yeah, so that Bryn would call him Tom Cracker. Tom Cracker. She would say,
that is so
Tom
cute.
Cracker's at Nana's. Let's go see Tom Cracker.
That's adorable. He was a nice man.
He really was. He passed away before Nan did. He had an aneurysm, and she was at his camp with him, and she said they were talking, and then all of a sudden he stopped talking, and she went in, and he was gone.
Oh, that's really sad.
And she knew he was gone. So
yeah.
His granddaughter actually had him dictate his life story, which was so cool. Yeah, he was telling me about it. Because that's something I always want to do with Gramp, you know?
Yeah.
And he said it was just the coolest thing that she interviewed him. Like, she was our age, and she just wanted to have his voice for the rest of her life.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really sweet. That's made me cry.
Why didn't I think of doing that with Nan? Like,
I know. I think about that.
I feel like I did record her once with my phone. I feel like I did. I have no idea where those voice recordings would have gone. Probably lost with my phone but yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Like, I should do that with my parents.
You really should. You really should.
Because they're at an age where they can.
Correct.
And they can recall things.
All you have to do is just, every once in a while, do some voice memos and then back them up, save them.
I wish I had done that with my brother. I mean, how would you have? How would I have known?
You wouldn't have known.
I wouldn't have known.
And
but what a nice thing to have.
Right. What a beautiful thing to have when you're missing them, you can play that. That's why I have that that VHS tape of Gramp, and I play that every once in a while because I love listening to his voice. I didn't realize how much I missed it.
I know.
So.
Oh man.
That's
sad.
That was sad. Okay, let's go on for some more
let's
happy
move on
pastures.
To some happy memories. So, thank you, Jessica.
Yeah, thank you. That was great.
The next one is from Mandy.
Mandy.
Oh, this is a good one.
Okay.
She wrote Vegas trips.
Okay, I want to take Vegas trips.
I love Vegas. I was thinking about it today. I would like to go back.
I've never
ASAP.
been.
You would love it.
I know I would.
You would love it. You would be like...
I'd be into it.
I am picturing like a movie. Like, it's... like, you know how you watch movies of people in Las Vegas?
No.
Just, like, close your eyes and think, what would a movie of somebody in Las Vegas
they're
for the
playing
first
the slots
time?
And they're winning, and then they're they're
like
drinking.
They're walking through casinos, and they've got money in one hand and a drink in the other.
Yes.
They're like, yeah. That's how I picture you.
I think you got it spot on.
And I can picture you sitting at a slot machine, penny slots.
Yep.
Maybe nickel slots.
Maybe.
And I can see you, and you're not the type to push the button. No, you want to crank the crank.
That is
you
the
want to
truth.
sit there and crank the crank.
That
with
is
a
the
cocaine
truth.
lady in your hand.
That is the truth.
And I can see it.
Yes.
And you would be like, look, I'm winning. I'm up. And I'd be like, all right, I'm going to go over here. Okay, I'm up. I can see it. It would be so fun.
So we should plan a trip.
I think we should.
I think we should plan a trip. I think that we've maybe got one in the works.
Yeah.
In our group.
Yeah, we should, because it would be so fun.
And even if it was just for a weekend.
Yeah. I mean, Vegas for a weekend is perfect.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like we go
3-4 nights.
on a Thursday, stay Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, come home Sunday.
Sunday or Monday, depending on the price of the flights.
Right.
Yep.
Gotta have that Saturday stay over.
Yes. Yes, you do. She went on to say, as a kid, my grandma loved going to Vegas and would often talk my parents into driving her and my grandpa out and making a family trip of it.
Hey.
They would alternate days of babysitting. My grandma would watch my brothers and I on Friday night when my parents went out, and on Saturday and Sunday, my parents would take us to Circus to play all the games while my grandparents played the slots.
Fun.
So fun. I love that that's a summer memory.
And I love that they took turns.
That's an LA summer memory.
That is an LA summer memory.
A very LA summer memory.
But I love that they took turns, so like her parents got to go out and have a night on the town, and then her grandparents got to go out and have a night on the town. That's so nice.
Fun. That's so cool.
So cool, Mandy.
And then I have one more to read.
Oh, that's the last one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
From Linda.
Okay.
And she just wrote, church camp, Bible study. It's where I met my best friends.
Oh.
That's so nice.
So I always wanted to go to camp. Like I liked, let me rephrase that. I liked the idea of going to camp, but I would get it's nowhere near you.
Oh, good.
We're still talking about the spider.
Yep.
It wasn't realistic for me because I would get so homesick.
Same.
Like the only house I can honestly say that I never got homesick at was yours. Like I would get homesick at everybody's house. Seriously, like
Darcy's?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I got homesick really easy.
Like
especially when I was younger.
Yes. I would sometimes when I was older too.
When I was younger, I remember trying to spend the night at friends' houses.
Yeah, same.
Like when I was like Sadie's age, like 2nd grade, 3rd grade. And I would get so homesick, like their parents would have to call my parents at like 8:30.
I would always stay up when Bryn did her first sleepover.
Yeah.
I would stay up.
Yeah.
Because I thought, no,
I know
she was all set.
To. I know Sadie wouldn't be able to now.
Yeah.
She gets homesick at my parents' house.
Oh.
So, but she has grandiose plans of sleepovers. Let me tell you. She thinks she's ready for sleepovers. So we will find out. But
you never know. You never know because Bryn never had a problem sleeping anywhere. She just never did.
No.
Ever. Brody was more like wanted to be home.
Yeah. So I went to I did a Girl Scout camp.
You did?
It was one summer. It was just a day camp.
Oh, wow.
And it just went so I didn't spend the night.
Okay.
Because I think I wanted to. My mom was like, well, maybe we should try the day camp first.
Okay.
I hated it.
Oh.
But I went to it.
Could you imagine if you were staying the night?
I was so glad I wasn't.
Your mom, was right on, spot on.
I hated it so much. And I don't know why. I honestly don't know why.
I feel like I vaguely remember talking to you when we were little about this.
Yeah.
Because we were in the same Girl Scout troop. And I feel like it was something that I had thought I wanted to do. And then I feel like you talked to me and...
I want to say it was like 4th grade. Like somewhere around 4th or 5th grade that I did it. Like 4th grade probably. That summer. And it was only like 2 or 3 weeks. It wasn't long.
Yeah.
But I really didn't like it.
2 weeks is a long time for a kid in the summer. It's
well,
like a lifetime.
It is because you're a kid. You don't have...
Right.
You know, the longevity that we do.
Exactly.
But I didn't really care for it. I did also do church camp.
Oh, you did?
Yep. I would go when I was younger.
That's where everybody seemed to get their first kiss.
Not me.
By the way, looking for those first kiss stories.
Yes.
We've gotten a couple. We need... Seriously, guys. Stop what you're doing. Put us on pause. Send us your first kiss stories.
It can be just a few sentences if you don't want to get into a huge thing.
Right.
We can do what we're doing now.
I want to know. I want to hear them.
It's fun.
I want to hear them.
Because I bet there's a lot of really similar ones, but I bet there's a lot of really different ones.
Maybe I should just post a thing like this.
Yep.
And get people's first kiss stories.
That would be perfect.
Okay.
So, I would go stay with my grandparents for a week every summer. Mm-hmm. And I would do it on the week of church camp.
Oh.
So I would go to my grandparents' church, and I loved it. Like, that was really fun.
Fun.
We would do fun activities and like crafts and stuff.
I loved crafts. I love craft time.
I did when I was a kid. Me now, not so much, but I loved it when I was a kid.
Speaking of crafts, have we talked about park directors? I don't think we have.
No, we haven't.
Okay, I think we need to dive into this. Thank you,
stop for a
Linda.
second.
Thank you.
Linda, thank you so much.
Okay. So let's talk about growing up in parks in Bangor, Maine. So we had all these parks. I was lucky enough to have a park that was like literally right next door. There was like one house separating me from the park.
And it was a big park.
Huge.
It was like right. It was right there.
Right. So a lot of what parents used to do, and I never knew this, my parents never did this, but like parents would just drop off their kids at the beginning of the day, go to work, and their kids would stay the entire time. I don't know where they would go home for lunch, like if they would go home for lunch or
they'd bring their lunch
with them, like, and then when it was time to come home, they, because the park directors only stayed until like 3 or 4.
Right.
They didn't stay that long. But they were really not there for that. They were really there as like camp counselors, kind of like
activity directors.
Exactly. Yeah. I wasn't like a parkie. That's what like we called them. Like I was when I was little, and I can remember one particular thing that we did.
Yes.
We had a talent show. Ooh. Have I ever told you about this?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So we had a talent show, and my friend Wendy and I decided that a bunch of us were going to do Tommy Page.
Oh.
I'll Be Your Everything.
Yes.
And I got to be New Kids on the Block in the background singing Lift You Up When You're Feeling Down.
That's cool.
That song. That part.
Yeah.
So we would practice in the garage, like our dance moves.
Right.
Okay. And I don't know as if we ever performed it. Like, now that I think back at it.
I love this.
I don't know if we ever performed it, but we practiced.
You were ready.
We practiced like at least a few days.
You were
like
ready.
I can remember particular things, like on the boombox. I had the single, pressing play, doing the song. We had like dance moves with our arms, and yeah, and like I said, I don't remember performing it. I don't know if like somebody got like stage fright or whatever, but we were gonna try. We were gonna attempt to do it.
So that's really cute, and they still do a talent show.
They do?
Yeah. So it's so funny. So when we were kids, the Parks and Rec department of the city of Bangor employed these kids. Right. And they were kids.
Right.
I think you had to be 17.
Right.
So, high school seniors or college.
I always had a crush on the boy.
Of course you did.
Always.
They probably all looked like Matt from 15.
You better believe it.
That's what I picture.
You better believe it.
They all had that like floppy hair, and they were like kind of tall and lanky. Yes. And like they've liked basketball.
There was one JJ.
So I wonder where JJ is these days.
I don't remember JJ's last name, but I remember JJ lived over where Erica lived.
Oh, really?
Yes. And like I found out and I was like, ooh
la la.
But he was like much older than me because he was like 17 and I was like 7.
Right. You were a child.
Right.
And he was like a man.
Correct.
To you.
Correct. But I was like, I like older men.
That's like when that was like Sadie's first day when she was like, I made a friend, and I'm like, that's great. Yes, he's a big boy. And it turns out it was one of the counselors.
Oh.
And she still has a crush on him to this day.
Is he still there?
No, he was there last school year.
Yeah.
But now he's not.
Oh.
I know. I would love to see him sometime, like with Sadie, because she was like Barnacle for years. 3-4 years, however long she's been going. But anyway, so they used to do basically like the kind of the idea of the program that they do now at Parks and Rec department, they used to do in the parks themselves, like the city parks throughout the city. So like my park was a block away.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really go that much and do the activities, but I remember wanting to do the field trips and not being allowed to.
Mm-hmm.
Because they would do like a field trip
Oh, I went on one of those.
like every week.
Like I went to Peaks Kenny.
Peaks Kenny. So
And I'm pretty sure I broke my ankle.
so that's why I don't let Sadie go on these.
Because when I broke my ankle?
Yeah, because I'm afraid of like her getting hurt.
Yeah.
and
I got really hurt, you guys.
they're way out there.
And my parents were like, "You're fine." It
was the
turned
80s, man.
It turned like purple, brown, black. And I can remember my grandfather saying, "That doesn't look very good." And for Graham to say that,
It had to have been.
it had to have been bad.
Not great.
But I could walk on it. But you can sometimes walk on broken things.
Yes.
And I've always had trouble with it. I've always had trouble with that leg, my left leg. I've always had
Really?
trouble with it. Yeah.
Maybe you did break it or sprained it. Like,
yeah.
you know.
Oh, it was bad. For a week,
Yeah.
I had to have that up, and I had like ice packs and towels wrapped around my ankle.
Aw, poor little Nikki.
Oh, yeah.
So, and they did a talent show this summer for the kids.
Oh, fun.
And Sadie and her BFF, she says, my BFF, they lip synced to True Colors.
Are you serious?
As sung by Poppy and Branch from Trolls.
That is adorable.
Okay. I didn't get to see it. I would have loved to have seen it.
OMG.
But she had to wear her Poppy t-shirt, even though it's like 2 sizes too small. She still had to wear it that day.
Brooke, did they record it?
No. Not that I know of.
OMG.
I know. They practiced for like a week.
To be there.
I know.
I would love to see that.
But it's so fun that you had a talent show.
Yeah.
That you don't know that you performed in, but you practiced for.
Right.
And that they still have the talent shows.
Yeah.
It's a different program a little bit, but it's kind of the same.
I feel like the park directors weren't there on rainy days, though.
No, they would not be on the rain. I know that
feel like
they
they'd
weren't.
get the day off on a rainy day.
Yep.
And they'd have these equipment, like
lockers.
metal lockers that were big. And I can remember like going in and fishing for one of the park directors. They wanted me to go find something for them. And like there was checkers everywhere and like
They had like
macrame
pegs with, like,
and
things hanging off them. Like,
Yeah.
I remember, but it was kind of a big deal. At least at my park,
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of a big deal if they asked you to go get something out of the thing.
really.
Yeah, like not every kid was allowed. I think because there were some bad kids in my
Wow.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
So like
there
they
were some
weren't
bad kids in our
allowed to
neighborhood,
like.
too.
But like if they said, "Can you go grab the bean bags?"
Yes. Oh, the beanbags. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So that was kind of like, oh, I'm allowed.
Wait, did we play cornhole? Is that what we were playing?
I don't know, but I think so. I just don't think that we called it cornhole.
No, because I would definitely remember cornhole. Cornholio. TP for my butthole. I had to say that.
I think that the correct word is bunghole.
Oh, is it TP? What?
TP for my bunghole.
Oh, what did I say?
Butthole.
Oh, bunghole. Sorry. I love it when Brooke laughs.
Because butthole and bunghole
Yes.
are gross words.
They really are. All bunged up.
That's what you say when you can't poop.
That's true.
So, yeah, guys, picture like dumpster-sized
Yeah.
lockers.
Yeah, small dumpster.
Yeah, they open from the front.
Right. They probably were dumpsters. Now that I think about it, because they were just metal things.
They were just like big boxes.
It was like sliced down the middle,
Right.
and it was like burned. So I bet they were dumpsters.
And padlocked.
They were dumpsters.
Were they really?
Yes. If you think about it, think about
But
how
the top
they were.
didn't open.
No, it
The
didn't.
top was solid.
No, the top was solid. And they were square.
Right.
And they were always painted. And sometimes we could like paint stuff on them.
Yes, I remember.
And that was cool.
I
We could like
remember.
write on it. And so like
Little city park.
I would ask, like, can I get a permanent marker? Because, like, if you had a permanent marker, you could, like, draw on it. Like, a spot. Like, pick a spot.
Oh,
and
right,
draw on
right.
It. But sometimes we, like, painted.
I remember ours being painted like it was a thing, like a day.
Yeah.
I never did it. I probably was too nervous and too shy. Too shy to be like, I'd like to do it too.
Yeah.
I was probably too shy.
I was shy around that age, believe it or not.
Yeah, I was
like,
very like
I can remember Corey being there, and I was like intimidated by her.
Really?
Yes.
I could see that.
Yeah, I was like,
I could see that. Corey, I love Corey.
She became my friend when that girl Ellie Corey left her. Do you remember Ellie?
That name is so familiar.
So she took Corey's white hooded sweatshirt and stomped in the mud, like put it in the mud. And so I grabbed it from her, and my mom washed it, and I brought it to her, to Corey.
Oh, that was
and
nice.
So and I introduced myself, and then we were the best of friends after that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Corey's a good egg.
She is.
I see her every once in a while. I always like to see Corey out and about.
And she'll be like, "Oh, trying to get a hold of Nikki."
Yes.
And it's I'm like, Corey, I've texted you so many times. We'll get together someday.
Right.
She's gonna come over and have dinner.
Perfect.
We're gonna have drinks on the. Oh, I have something we need to do.
What?
I have Boozy Gummies.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you can have like one. Like,
yeah, it's not going to do anything.
no, we need to try them.
Yeah.
I should go get them real quick.
Go get them.
Okay, hold on.
These are the ones from L?
Yes.
Let's see what they look like.
All right, let's
try
open them up. You guys are going to be... They're called Boozy Gummies.
Boozy Gummies.
Oh, it's got an ice pack in it.
Oh.
Okay. This is Malibu Pineapple. And this one is Strawberry Margarita.
I would be down for a strawberry margarita.
Okay. Let's open these up. There you go.
Thank you. Whoa.
Whoa. These are cool, you guys.
It kind of smells like a strawberry margarita.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's good.
Those are good. I'm going to have one more.
Like, I could eat those.
Yeah, me too. Those are really good. I'm going to try this one. They're little bears.
Try one and see what you think.
These are my favorite.
Really? Mm-hmm. All right, I'll try one. Am I going to get drunk off two?
I don't think so. Oh, it's boozygummiesla.com.
Oh, boozygummiesla.com, you guys. BOOZIE gummiesla.com.
Mm-hmm.
This tastes, to me, like 2002.
2002, did you have Boozy Gummies?
No, but Malibu,
Yeah.
and like, I'm not a huge pineapple fan, but I would do the Malibu with the Nantucket Nectars. What was it? Like orange mango or something? Tito's.
They have so many different kinds.
Yes, cucumber watermelon vodka gummies. That sounds good too.
Yes.
Custom.
I should probably read the rest of these, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry that we got off on a tangent there, but
Oh, good.
Okay. So,
The bugs are starting to come out.
yeah, the bugs are starting to come out, and I don't want to play. So, Alyssa says, living in Maine, because Alyssa's from Maine,
Yeah.
I spent lots of time at different lakes. Different aunts and uncles had camps not too far from home. Weekends were spent up to camp, barbecue, water skiing, campfires, etc. And as I got older, I also went to 2 to 3 different basketball camps and played in various outdoor summer leagues.
Cool.
That was very similar to
your experience.
I never went. We didn't have enough money to send me to I always wanted to go to camp in at Colby. That was
Yeah.
the place to go, was Colby to play basketball.
But it was expensive.
But it was expensive, and so I always went to Bangor Hoops.
Yeah.
And then I was a
remember.
coach. And
I
it was
remember that
fun.
too. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it was then that I was like, sometimes I don't have patience for other people's kids.
I don't know if I could do this.
Yeah,
long term.
I was like, So another summer memory. I'm sorry, Alyssa. That was awesome. I just got another summer memory in my head.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I was in 5th grade, maybe, I think it was 5th grade, I had a bus driver who really liked me.
Okay.
And she had a son who was 3.
Okay.
And she asked me to babysit him for the summer.
Okay.
I couldn't say no to people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But you were like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember going over there like the first couple days and crying because I didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah. I was a terrible babysitter when I was
He was old enough that he was potty trained, which
that's good.
But my grandmother actually ended up saying that was too much for me and that he could come to her house and she would help me. So she helped me watch him, but it didn't end up working out. Like, it was just too much for a fifth grader.
Yeah. It's a lot.
And Nan, I think, ended up, like, breaking the news.
That was nice of Nan.
Because I really was too young for that.
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like my parents saying, like, well, you got yourself into this, so, like, thanks, parents.
Like, you committed to it.
Right. But I was, like, so young. I was, like, going into 6th grade. But, like, most of the summer was spent watching this kid. His name was Anthony. And he was the cutest kid.
Yeah.
He was good. He was, like, he listened.
Yep. That's good.
Which is, like, not like a lot of kids, you know?
Right.
And he was potty trained.
Especially 3-year-olds.
He must have been 4.
Yeah.
But still, that's young.
That's a lot for a kid.
Right.
In 5th grade.
But I just was thinking, what possessed my parents to, like, let me do that? Like that. You know what I mean? Like, you go back and tell her that your parents said no. That's what I was hoping.
But you know what?
It was a different time.
It was. My parents probably would have said that's fine. My dad probably would have been pleased. Like, you earn a little bit of money.
She's making some money.
Yeah, earn a little bit of money.
Right.
Go to the movies with your friends.
Right.
You know, and I don't have to give you any money.
Right.
Like, my dad would appreciate that.
Right.
But that is too young.
Mm-hmm.
I also was a terrible babysitter. Like, I was not a good babysitter.
I was a pretty good babysitter for older kids.
Yeah, I only ever babysat older kids, and I only did it a couple times at, like, people's houses.
I was a great babysitter for this family called that lived like on the Canuscate Gardens.
Yeah.
And I used to watch their dog too.
Yeah.
And I was like the best babysitter.
Really?
Yes. Like, we would have fun because guess what I got to do at their house?
What?
Play Super Mario Brothers.
I was gonna say, did you get to play Nintendo?
Yes.
And did you get to eat whatever you wanted out of their cupboards?
Yeah. And the boys liked to watch like somebody play.
Even better.
Which I was like, game on.
That's
and we
amazing.
would play. Like, I would watch them play. Like,
yeah.
I would watch them every day after school. And it was the best job because I loved their parents. Absolutely adored them. And then all through high school, I would watch their dog, Shaq. He was a Shih Tzu.
Oh, Shaq the Shih Tzu.
I have a picture of, I think it was Darcy. Darcy has the dog in the bed.
I kind of remember that, actually.
Yeah, because I would dog sit.
remember the picture.
Yeah, I
That's
would
funny.
take him for like a weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
it was awesome. I loved it so much. So that was another little tidbit.
A little tidbit for you.
Oh, but yeah, we have a lot of lakes in Maine.
A lot.
Yeah, I'm not a big camp person, and I'm not a big lake swimmer. I'm not a big ocean swimmer either.
I am not a big lake swimmer because quite frankly, you can't see what's in the lake.
Right. I don't want anything touching
I don't
me.
like slimy rocks and stuff, and you get a lot of those.
Yeah.
Ocean scares me. Okay, so the ocean in Maine is cold.
Right.
And
we're not supposed to get
see.
sharks, but
No,
we do.
But we do. I mean, there was somebody that it's so sad.
They
that
died.
she was killed.
Yeah.
Tragically by a great white shark in Maine.
So crazy.
Like 2 weeks ago.
So crazy.
So that scares me. I will get in the ocean if I'm in the Caribbean and it's crystal clear waters and I can see.
Yes.
That to me, that is life. That is living.
I did, like, when we went to Half Moon Key.
Yes.
I
Perfect.
was fine there.
Perfect.
Yeah. And you were too. You were
it's like
just
a
whatever.
warm pool.
That's right. Okay. So Kelly says, I grew up in Northern Virginia, DC area, and usually spent my summer vacation in Florida with my grandparents. So that explains all the stuff that she got to like hang out with NSYNC and stuff.
Yes. That's why
Kelly,
Kelly
you
spent
had
so
the
much
best
time down there.
You had the best summer vacations. I'm jealous.
For real. You got to spend your summer vacations with like LFO.
Yeah, no
and
kidding.
like NSYNC.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Did you ever play basketball with them? I wonder.
I bet she did.
That would be cool.
I bet she did with LFO.
That would be cool. That'd be cool.
Because they were like tight.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Somebody else knows LFO.
Somebody did. I know, but no, there is somebody else though that has like a connection.
Yes.
They were like, I feel like they were super connected.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
With their fans in a time when like it was different than now.
Right.
So they were kind of like trailblazers.
They were. They were. Okay. So Erica says, every summer my brother and I spent a few weeks at my grandparents' house and took swim lessons and had fun on the farm. Loved it so much.
Cool. I love it.
Very awesome. Jessica says, I'd invite myself over to my friend's house who had a pool.
Hey,
you got to do it.
when there's a pool, there's a way.
That's right. Jessica says, lots of swimming. The development I grew in had a pool. Jealous.
Nice. I bet it was a nice one too.
Yeah. Riding my bike, playing outside, sleeping in later, going to amusement parks. I live within a half hour of Dorney Park, but I also loved going to Hershey Park and Six Flags, and definitely drive-in movies. So cool.
Such a fun summer.
I know.
That's like quintessential summer activities.
Wendy says, going to America's largest water park, which I would be down for. You know me in water parks. I loved a good water park.
I do not like water parks. I would go and sit in a chair in the shade.
But I loved them.
Yes.
I don't like them so much anymore.
Oh, really?
No.
Why?
Well, because I'm, I don't know.
Are you a little uncomfortable like running around in a bathing suit?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's same.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely do not like water parks. Like I don't like water slides. They scare me. I don't like water on my face or up my nose. Like I don't like any of that. In any situation where I'm in that, no. But I don't mind a nice lazy river.
I love a good lazy river. That is my dream vacation.
And I can hop around in the wave pool just to like my knees.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually wear like a cover up when I do that.
Yeah.
And then for the lazy river, that's always a little difficult.
Yeah.
I got to find a chair that's really close to an exit point.
Well, I've got like shorts that are like swim shorts.
Yeah.
So I pop those on.
I like your swim shorts. I have not had a good success finding swim shorts.
I got mine from LL Bean.
I have tried some from LL
But I
Bean.
wear a bottom. So I wear a bottom, even though they have a net inside them.
That's not the same.
No.
That's
I wear a
the same.
swimsuit. I wear a swimsuit bottom because I have like a tankini.
Right.
So I wear my tankini and then I slip my shorts over my.
I have a swim dress.
Hey.
And I'm fine with a swim dress. I am pleased with it. The problem is it floats up.
Yeah.
So I sometimes have to tuck it into like my like the bottom part. At home, anything goes.
Yeah.
I went in the pool yesterday. I was home all by myself, and I went in the pool wearing just a tank top and bottoms.
Is it? I shouldn't be feeling this, should I?
You had like 6 of those. I had 2.
I don't know.
Those Boozy Gummies. L. You know what you did.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm a lightweight. Wow.
Whoa.
Wendy said, I already said that. So America's largest water park, Noah's Ark, in Wisconsin, Dells, every summer. My dad and mom would alternate every other year who would take us since we farmed. My parents couldn't both go at the same time. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh.
My brothers and I each got to bring someone, and I would always bring my cousin. My cousin and I would bring a disposable waterproof camera. Loved those.
Those are the best.
So we could go stalk and take pictures of the hot lifeguards there.
That would be something that we would do.
That's totally something we would do.
We did that at Six Flags.
Yeah, we totally did. I also would ride my bike down the busy state highway. Oh gosh, cannot believe my mom was okay with this because being a mom now, I would never have let my son do that. About 2 miles to my grandma's, where I would eat her strawberries in her garden, and she would make me this homemade iced tea. Loved it and still remember the taste. Can never. It was continued.
Oh, you gotta go find the post.
I gotta go find it. Hold up.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna get it.
That's so nice. I bet your grandma really loved having you come.
Yes. While I'm trying to find this, back to water parks. I went to Six Flags, like LA, or like it was near.
Isn't it like Magic Mountain or something?
It was like near. It was near Los Angeles, and we went on the water slide there, and it was like it was straight down, like it was like
no thanks.
They go up and you stand, and I feel like it like lets you go,
and the like floor comes up from underneath you.
Yes, and let me tell you that my bathing suit ripped. It went up my butt, and it ripped. Like it ripped. I had to go to Venice Beach and buy a new bathing suit.
No, that would be horrifying.
Like I don't know how it ripped, but I was like, it's up my
your
butt.
butt hanging out?
Oh yeah. Oh for sure. Yeah. It was like the cheek of it.
Yeah.
Like the seam had come like unseamed, and it was like seam and then butt and then that.
Oh no.
Yeah. So my friend Kristen walked behind me the entire time.
That was very nice of
She
her.
was like right up beside me so that people couldn't see my butt cheek.
See your butt cheek hanging out.
Oh my gosh, it was so embarrassing.
So fun fact about that Six Flags.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think that it's a fun fact.
Okay.
I'm going to say it anyway. And
Okay.
if it's wrong, someone will tell me.
Okay.
I think it's called Six Flags Magic Mountain. I think that that's what it's called out there. We are clear across the country, so
Right.
that could be wrong, but I
Right.
think that's what it is.
Mandy
Anyway,
would know.
Mandy would know. So, it is in the opening sequence of Step by Step, the show. Like, that's the theme park that they're, like, playing and visiting. And they're on that roller coaster. Like, I think it's like the largest wooden roller coaster or something ridiculous. It might not be the largest, but it's a huge roller coaster.
Interesting.
And on the show, when it pulls back at the end of the opening credits, it looks like it's right on the water. Mm-hmm. But it's not.
Oh, yeah.
The water is like CGI. And it's like 90's CGI.
Oh.
So next time you watch Step by Step, look at the water. It looks terrible.
Okay.
It's weird. It's
we
like,
should post, if we can find on YouTube, we should post.
I'll find it.
Okay.
I love Step by Step.
I do too. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I liked the guy there. The like.
Patrick Duffy?
No. The like surfer type guy. Like.
Oh, yes.
I loved
What was his name?
him.
Sasha Mitchell or something?
Yeah, I loved him.
He was hot.
Yes, he was.
Like, holy shit.
I bet he still is.
He is.
I bet.
No, he definitely is. I remember like posting happy birthday to him. And like, I definitely remember.
Oh
He had a little bit of trouble with the
law?
personal stuff. Personal stuff, I don't know if he's always been on the up and up, but I think he's all right now.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but he was always. I mean, he's still hot. Like,
Yeah.
you're hot. You're hot.
Right. Exactly.
It's just the way it is.
Right. So I found it.
Oh, good.
So she said, I would never have let my son do that. About 2 miles to my grandma's, where I would eat her strawberries in her garden, and she would make me this homemade iced tea. Love it and still remember the taste. Can never find anything similar to it. I miss her. Oh, Wendy.
I bet she loved having you come.
I bet she did too. Okay. Candace says, I went to summer camp and those days were the best. We went on trips like going to the movies or going to the Science Center here in Baltimore. If I remember correctly, I also liked traveling down to Atlanta and visiting my mom's family for a week. When I got older one summer, I was a junior camp counselor for the Girl Scout day camp.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, we talked about
You're
that.
probably cooler than my camp counselor. She was kind of a B.
Oh, she was?
That's why I didn't like it.
Oh, no.
She was not nice.
Oh, no.
And she was only like 3 years older than I was.
Oh, no.
I think she was in like 8th grade.
Oh.
And I was in like going
She was like a
5th grade.
CIT.
Yes. Yes. And she was a bitch.
What was her name?
So, they didn't use their real names.
Why?
They came up, they had like animal names.
Oh, that's
But
weird.
listen to this. She's so lame. Hopefully she's not listening to this.
Oh. She was a BDU, so.
So, her name, her animal name, when other people were like, my name's Critter, or like, my name's Muffy, or it would be like something that you like a mouse or like a squirrel or something.
Yeah.
My name is I don't know, Quackers.
Yeah.
Her name was Niffer.
Niffer?
Because her name was Jennifer.
Oh.
So instead of just like coming, I remember thinking like Niffer, that doesn't match. And she was explaining it to us because we were all kind of confused. And she's like, well, my real name is Jennifer. So I just took off the Jen part and I'm Niffer. And I'm like, all right, you keep telling yourself that.
Brooke wasn't having it.
No. She had a bowl cut.
Oh.
It was like a curly, floppy bowl cut.
Oh.
Actually, looking back, with a little bit of gel, it would have been pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Would have been like scrunched up.
Maybe
cool.
she just didn't do it because it was like camp.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was. Because like we'd swim and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, she was a bitch.
Jennifer, if you're listening.
Niffer, you know who you are.
You know what you did.
Honestly, you were in 8th grade and you were probably over these like little girls.
Probably.
I don't blame you. I probably would have been over it too.
Okay, Charlene says, since you requested more on the podcast, here's my shorty story. My parents moved us into a brand new neighborhood, brand new as they built all the houses at the same time, and everyone moved in late summer of 1987. That's cool.
That
so
is
like
cool.
everybody moving into a development, kind of like Poltergeist.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, right.
It was a cul-de-sac, and all of us kids would play together. We were between 6 and 12 years old, and we'd play hide and seek, chalk up the sidewalks with drawings. I'd roller skate, they'd ride bikes, kickball, etc. Every 4th of July, the whole street would barbecue and do fireworks in the middle. It was great and ton of fun. I remember playing basketball at my next door neighbors, and one of the older boys knew all the words to Naughty by Nature's OPP. We were all so impressed. He would rap that fast, not even knowing what the song was about.
That is so funny.
I love it. And Charlene sent us in a first kiss story. Yay!
Yay! Exciting.
Thank you, Charlene. Jennifer says, we had a creek by our house, so we would make fishing poles out of branches. So cool.
Fun. Did you ever catch anything?
And string, so branches and string, and try to catch fish. Afterwards, we would chase down the ice cream truck to indulge in a frosty treat. We would also play tag, pickle. I don't know what pickle is.
I feel like I remember kids playing pickle, but like I never played pickle.
And like Red Rover, I only know from now and then.
Really? We used to play Red Rover.
Of course, we were always barefoot and got dirty as we could, and forget about going inside until those streetlights came on. That's right.
Truth.
So good, Jennifer. Did you ever catch anything? That's what we want to know.
I want to know, yeah, because I tried that at camp, like straying off a stick. Caught nothing.
Alexis says, my summers were spent at a campground with my BFF, still friends. Aw,
that's fun.
Riding around on our bikes, interacting with boys at the teen dance, etc. By the way, my first kiss was here too. This is us, 1989, 1990. I'm wearing my neon NKOTB t-shirt. So cool.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
I love that story.
Yes. These were all really
teen
good.
dances. That sounds like fun.
I want to go.
That would have been so
I
fun.
would always dream, like as I got older,
yeah,
like then like Nan and Grandpa would take me camping, that I would like meet my boyfriend at like the campground.
Of course, that was the dream everywhere we went.
And then like we would be like together forever.
Your soulmate.
Yeah, at the campground.
You would meet your soulmate.
Little did I know, my soulmate was like there, like here the entire time.
Right.
We would like seriously, we like missed each other so many times, like by. It was just crazy.
By like a moment.
Funny story. I do have a story real quick.
Yes.
This has nothing to do with summer. So he had a kid staying with him. Justin.
Yep, I remember.
And we took Justin to the mall. Jen and I.
Yep.
And when we were at the mall, we were at like the pizza place that was on the corner by Sears.
Cosmos Pizza.
All of a sudden this like person came up and like got mad at Justin because he like left and like didn't say anything or whatever. And guess who that was? Kevin's mom.
Oh, Kevin's mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Kevin was with her. He remembers it. Like, he remembers it. I remember it.
Like, she came and tracked him down at the mall?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
What are these girls from the city doing?
I know. We were
boy?
bad girls.
I mean...
We were on the wrong side of Broadway.
So, right. So, speaking of bad girls.
Okay. Oh, is it time?
Do we have any more of these to read?
No.
Okay, then it's time.
Okay.
I'm going to spare the gory details. There's no gory details. I'm just going to cut to the chase.
Do I know the story?
I've told you before.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember.
Okay.
This is the story about a girl named Lucky. No. This is the story about the first time. I'm embarrassed to say it. I'm embarrassed.
Don't. Why?
This is the first time I saw a naked boy.
Oh.
It wasn't in like it was weird. It was weird. So,
was this when you went to Old Orchard Beach?
No, this was at Jenkins Beach.
Oh, I have never heard the story.
I know you've heard this story.
No.
You just don't remember. I've definitely told you.
Okay.
So,
how old were you?
I think I was going into 8th grade.
Okay.
So I was 13.
Okay.
But we lied, of course.
Yeah.
And said we were older because that's what we did when I hung out with these two girls, Jody and Emily.
Oh, the ones that were in your tent, and that took you downtown?
Yep. Probably the same summer, actually.
Do I need to bleep out those names?
No.
Okay.
No. Because if they heard this, they'd be like, yes, that happened. So we always had a ton of fun together.
Mm-hmm.
Emily was a year older.
How did you get to Jenkins Beach?
Okay, so they have, I don't know if they still have them. I haven't been there in years. But they had these cabins.
Mm-hmm.
So you would pull in. Now there's Jenkins Beach and Violet's Beach.
Right.
They're both on Green Lake. Violet's Beach was like the hipper beach.
Right.
Jenkins was the family beach.
Correct.
And they had these cabins, maybe like 3 or 4, that were like next to the beach that you could rent for like a week or whatever. So Jody's mom rented a cabin for the week.
Oh, okay.
And she was still working, like in Bangor, but it was just like a half-hour drive.
Right.
So she had let Jody invite us to come stay for the week. So we
Fun.
all went.
I remember those cabins.
Yeah, they were small, but they had like
are they
2
still
bedrooms.
there?
I don't know.
Huh.
But they were very modest and kind of rustic, but they did have a bathroom
Okay, good.
with the tiniest shower stall you'll ever see. But it was a shower. And so we would spend our days like on the beach and trying to find boys, but it was hard because this was the family beach. So the boys were usually with their parents.
Right.
So sometimes we would go and we would walk to the road.
Yep.
Headed to Violet's Beach.
Oh,
now, it was a long walk, so we didn't walk all the way there.
I was going to say, that's a long walk.
But we met these boys on one day. They were driving by. They were old enough to drive.
Oh, no.
We were like 13. Well, Jody was a year older
Okay.
in age,
Yeah.
but the same grade.
Okay.
And then Emily was, I actually think, 2 years older than me, but
Okay.
1 grade above.
Okay.
So, but we were all like in that range. But you know, when you're 13, 14, 15, there's a big difference.
Yeah.
Between 13 and 15.
There's a huge difference.
And these
I was just going to say
boys-
it's not a big difference. It's a huge difference.
These boys were absolutely 16, 17, and 18. There were 4 boys. I think 2 were 16, 1 was 17, 1 was 18.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So there was one that was so cute. Like, he was so cute.
Wait, was he the older one?
No, he was
Okay.
16.
Okay.
He was so cute. I think I even remember his first name.
What was it?
I think it was Keith.
Oh, hey. Hey, Keith.
I think. But I feel like that name really rings a bell. I don't remember the other guys' names except for one of them had a nickname.
Oh, what
Like
was
I never,
it?
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
remember. But it wasn't a real name. So anyway, these boys. Somehow we kept in touch with them for a while.
Really?
But anyway,
Yeah.
cut to the chase. We met them on the road because they were driving by and they saw girls on the side of the road and they stopped and talked to us. And then they came and hung out with us at Jenkins Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like they had alcohol and like they drank some and we drank some, but like I had like a sip.
Oh, my.
Right.
You were how old?
13.
OMG.
So anyway, we hung out with them for a couple days. And then one night we had made plans to like sneak out.
Oh, my.
But Jody's mom was there and she was awake.
Oh.
So like we couldn't.
Yeah.
They came to the window of the camp.
Oh, no.
And it was like on the backside by the trees, so like you couldn't see.
Yeah.
They were the one was driving. He was not drunk.
Mm-hmm.
The other 3 were tipsy, but one of the 3 was like Keith, the cute one.
Yeah.
Hammered. Hammered. And one of the girls, not me, had really big boobs.
Oh.
So I remember him like begging her to show him. And she was like, no. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. No.
Oh my God.
But he was begging.
Oh my God.
And somehow, I don't know why, but he thought maybe if I get naked,
oh,
she'll
no.
show me.
No.
So he was standing outside.
Weighing in the wind.
Weighing the wind in like semi.
No.
And I was like, what is this? What is even happening? Like, what is this? Like, I didn't understand. Like, I didn't get,
no.
like, I got basic anatomy. I knew that.
Yeah.
But I had never, ever, ever, ever seen anything like that before in my life. And I was like intrigued.
Yeah.
But like a little bit like, what are you doing? Like, what's wrong with you?
Oh my God.
It was weird. And I was embarrassed. Like, I'm embarrassed now talking about it. But it's also hilarious.
It is.
So I will always remember the first time I saw that. Like, in person.
My gosh.
And like, they ended up just leaving. Like, we didn't go outside. Maybe we went outside. We didn't go anywhere. And he did end up putting his clothes back on.
Thank God.
But it was, her mom definitely got up at some point and like went and looked out the window because you could see her turn on the light from like down the way.
Yeah.
And they like hid. But then after that we were like, you need to go. Like, we're not going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
But it was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
And
Where were they from?
Guilford. I think that they were, I don't know if they were all from Guilford.
Why the hell were they down here? Like,
I don't know, but okay, so this, I think that the tent, when we stayed at the tent, it was after we were at the camp, because when we stayed at the tent and we went and walked downtown, we met up with them.
Oh my gosh.
And I feel like we also went to the fair with them.
Oh my word.
And we kind of kept in touch for like just the summer.
That's funny.
One of them worked at, I don't know if he worked at a funeral home, the 18-year-old.
Oh my.
Or if he was like a grave digger.
Oh my.
Like, it was something. Like, I remember him like digging graves.
Oh my God.
Or doing something like that.
Oh my God.
It's like these weird memories that you just remember.
I wonder
And
where they are now.
He had a convertible.
Oh.
So that was pretty cool.
He was 18.
He was 18 and we lied.
How old did you say you were?
I think I was 15 and the other 2 were 16. I think that's what we told them.
Which isn't such a big deal when you're 18.
Or maybe 14 and
they had
15,
to
16.
know. They had to know.
They were stupid kids, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we were all stupid kids.
That's true.
But
Wang in the wind.
it was flopping.
Oh my God.
It was so weird. He was so drunk.
Oh my gosh.
But I just remember standing there and looking at it. Like, he was standing there and looking at it like, look at it. Look at it. And I'm like, I can't unsee it. I get it.
Oh my gosh.
Fun fact.
Oh yeah.
That weekend, or that week, I should say, we listened to Green Day, their first album, or the first like commercial success.
Yeah.
Is it Longview?
Yes.
On repeat.
Oh.
As well as I listened to a lot of the Lemonheads. So whenever I hear certain like Lemonhead songs, I think of that weekend. And always when I hear, oh wait, no, Dookie.
Oh,
That's the
yes.
one. Dookie. Is it Dookie or Dookie? Because it's Cookie, but
I
this
think
is
it's
like Dookie. Anyway, so yeah, that was the story
That
of the
was
first
a
time I
great-
saw a peen.
Oh my gosh.
A
That was
wang in
too
the
funny.
wind.
That was a great story, Brooke.
I'm
Oh my
embarrassed telling it. Don't tell anybody. Like, that's don't tell my mom. Like, don't tell my mom. That's horrifying.
Bryn, if you're listening, don't tell Brooke you listened.
No, Bryn, actually, Bryn, rewind like 6 minutes and just stop now. Just stop and don't ever tell Sadie.
All right.
And don't you get any ideas?
No. No going with boys that old.
I am younger than Bryn now. I
Oh
was
my
younger than Bryn
God.
is now.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Crazy.
Gross.
God.
So,
We were crazy kids. Crazy kids.
rascals.
Yes. So
that's it.
That's our episode. We love you guys, and
Thank
we want
you so
your
much.
stories.
My so-called whatever at gmail.com.
Again, first kiss. I'm gonna post in the
Yeah,
Facebook
perfect.
group,
That's gonna be perfect.
and I want your comments. So yeah, you guys are awesome.
Thank you so much for everything.
Yes, yeah. Chrissy, thank you so much for the cups.
Our confetti cups.
Yes, they are
Love
awesome.
them.
I love them so much. You
Yep.
guys are too much. Like,
For real.
seriously,
You don't
sending
have to
us
do the
stuff.
things you do, but you're amazing.
Yes,
We
we
love
love
you.
you. So, on that note, oh,
Whoa.
hey,
Look what we did there.
I'll be loving you forever.
Bye.
Bye.